So, I need to find a nurse and free her. What does that mean? Well, I think I just found my nurse. What happened to her? Are they alive? I need... What the hell? Are they alive? I need to be careful. It seems I'm not alone here. Farmington Daily News, March 20th, 1979. Murder at New Vineyard. Winter brought grim tidings to the New Vineyard Asylum. Yesterday morning, Farmington authorities discovered the remains of Dorothy Simmons, a resident nurse at New Vineyard. Her body, mutilated almost beyond recognition, had been left exposed in the infirmary of the main building. According to investigators, Miss Audrey Millers, head of the mental institution's security operations, has confessed to the crime. Miss Millers was found drenched in the victim's blood and muttering to herself. The murder weapon has not yet been found. According to knowledgeable sources, Miss Millers was mentally fragile and was struggling against the intense pressures placed on her as head of security. In a cruel twist of fate, Miss Millers, once head of security at New Vineyard, will be committed there as a high-risk patient. An inquiry will be launched regarding the screening and evaluation of new employees at New Vineyard to prevent such tragic incidents in the future. That's awful. She must have experienced a lot of pain. What's a girl doing here? Hey, sweetie. Are you okay? What are you doing here? My name is Rose. Where did she go? Sweetie? Where are you? Don't be scared. I'm not going to hurt you. Let me get you out of here.
Most people disregard the shadow inside them. We can perceive it in somatic sleep, in obsessions, or in some delirious fantasies. It represents the stupidity and the cruelty one would regret admitting. It lays at the root of jealousy.
I don't get it. There was a little girl there. Am I going insane? Anatomy of psychosis. Psychosis is a condition of the mind that comes in different forms, such as delirium, schizophrenia, etc. Causes may be both internal and external. Any variety of psychosis is a serious disorder which can alter one's personality and prevent them from interacting with others in a rational way. Treatment with medication and hospitalization often becomes necessary. A shotgun?
Speaking. Oh, Rose, it's you. Listen, forget what happened earlier. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. What? How? Damn, Rose, don't tell me you went there alone. No, please. Don't tell me you're sorry. You know you don't. Every time it's the same story. You never listen to me. Because I'm your partner. That means we work together. Oh, please. You know you're not going to find anything there. The girl disappeared from a Boston orphanage, not some old place at the other end of the state. You see, that's your problem. It's always complicated with you, Rose. Damn! Listen, Rose. I'm coming up. Wait for me to get there and we'll search the asylum together. And don't do anything stupid before I get there, all right?
asylum. Architecture of the brain. History of neuroscience. Historically, neuroscience originated as a subdivision of biology and medicine, focusing on the nervous systems and its various afflictions. The human nervous system is comprised of the spinal cord, the nerves, the autonomic nervous system, and the sensory organs. Cognitive neuroscience looks at the neurobiological processes active in human understanding. Affective neuroscience looks at the mechanisms of emotions. This place is creepy. The other self, Carl Gustav Jung, one of the founding figures of modern psychoanalysis, divided human inner reality into four elements: the ego, the center of consciousness, feelings, and emotions, that which creates one's sense of self. The persona, ancient Greek, actor's mask. The personality, the social mask adopted by people to fulfill expectations and be accepted by others. The shadow, representing everything people hold back unconsciously to avoid rejection. This is generally accepted as the cause of internal conflict. Finally, there's the self, considered the very root of the psyche as a whole. The self encompasses both consciousness and unconsciousness. To become aware of one's self requires encompassing both the persona and the shadow. Self-awareness requires removal of self-deception and recognition of the disturbing elements in the shadow. Dr. Walton, I received the 3 boxes of zolpidem you ordered from Boston Laboratory. Please remember to give it to the patient half an hour before sleep. Otherwise, it can have serious side effects, such as hallucinations, paranoia, suicidal tendencies, and even lasting neurological damage. If I'm not mistaken, zolpidem is a strong psychoactive. What's that?
No one can. Oh, I get it. You found the key. So you came to free me? Is that it? Sorry, I'm being rude. My name's Dorothy Simmons. I used to be a nurse before I died, and now I'm stuck in here. It was such a long time ago. By the way, the key you found in my locker, that's the problem. It's my link. I need it to get out of here. I'm behind the big door. Look at her. Poor Audrey. She's the one who killed me. But I don't blame her. It's not her fault. Walt. He's the one responsible. I was too nosy, so he...
Don't worry, Noah. I have a plan. Your face is always hidden during your appointments with him, right?
Yes. Our heads are always covered with bags during the sessions. Walton doesn't want us to be able to see or talk to each other. He says it helps us keep focused.
So we just need another patient to take your place tomorrow during the group session. With your heads covered, neither Walton.
Because of Walton, she believed she was responsible. He needed a scapegoat to cover up that story about the missing patients. He couldn't admit it was his fault. It would have ruined his reputation. So he manipulated and convinced Audrey that everything was her fault. He pinned all the responsibility on her. He totally destroyed her. But he didn't realize it would end up working against him. Even though he had everything planned, he didn't think this story would come up again a few months later. In the operating room, Dr. Walton put on an incredible show for his pupils. That monster fiddled with the brain of the poor man, making him speak in languages he didn't even know. Study of the psyche, mind control, links between the tangible and the intangible. The only thing I know is that their research ended up destroying them. Each month, the cream of the crop from the Institute would gather here. They were the committee.
The poltergeist phenomena. The term poltergeist refers to a large number of phenomenon: random noises, objects moving, possession, that seems hard to attribute to a logical cause or source. Many hypotheses have been put forth to try to explain various reports of poltergeists using science and logical discourse. Religious theories, favored until the 19th century, described possessions as being caused by the devil, demons, or witches. Sociologically, poltergeists are usually considered to be a popular belief born from collective unconscious, similar to ghosts and vampires. To psychoanalysts, poltergeists are considered hallucinations, external representations of internal psychological struggles, which need to be addressed and interpreted. A slightly more eccentric hypothesis, popular among parapsychologists, is that poltergeists stem from unintentional psychokinesis produced unwillingly by neurotic and emotionally unstable persons. Scientific investigators have resolved most poltergeist phenomena by showing that they were caused by airstreams, earthquakes, or acoustic levitations, among many other real-life causes.
God knows what they were talking about. Walton was just following orders. Nothing like a puppet. He wasn't as influential as he wanted me to believe. They were You're full of surprises. Nobody has ever gotten so far before. Congratulations. It's very nice that you brought me my stuff, but I don't think that'll really be enough. Did you understand what free really means? Because you have one more thing to do. Fear and wrath. To really be free, you need to explore yourself, to understand and destroy them. That's what you did for me. Don't be surprised. It was the only way, trust me. It was only my fear and anger that kept me here. It's why I guided you to me. I only have one thing left to do. Thank you. Do you have the slightest idea what it's like to be kept away in here? Stuck between life and death, eaten away by remorse and frustration. You can only wait, alone, lost and forgotten by everyone. You slowly come to understand who you really are. You try to live with the shadow inside you and admit being your own prison. But now, it's over. I'm free. Thanks to you. You're strong. I would have loved to be like you. Farewell. And forgive me.
I found someone stubborn like you. I think she'll be perfect for the ritual. I led her to believe that what she was looking for was here. The only problem is, I'll have to find Mr. Anderson before she comes. It's his turn to send her behind the curtains. I will bring her, but you will have to guide her. I am sure she is the one. This is going to work. And with all the evidence laying around on the 5th floor, Walton will take you seriously this time. Congratulations! You did perfectly fine.
Yet at one point, I thought I was going to fail.
Yes, I know. And I'm sorry. I didn't think she would cause us so many problems.
And what will become of her?
Don't worry about that. We'll probably never hear from her again. I hope it was worth it. You know, a poet once said that there are two tragedies in life. One is not getting what you desire, and the other is getting it. I hope for your sake he was mistaken. Anyway, you have the key to the laboratory on the 5th floor. I told you I'd help, right? And I always keep my word.
Head.
We told you not to trust anyone.
Did you understand what free really means? I need you. It was the only way. Trust me.
I would like you to help an old friend of mine. I didn't think she would cause us so many problems. I told you I'd help, right? And I always keep my word.
I never doubted you, Noah. You always were my trusted friend.
Rose, could you really be in this asylum?
I thought I was strong enough. I thought I could resist, could fight. But it's breaking me, piece by piece. I can feel it, tearing at the edges of my mind. I don't even know who I am anymore. A ghost, trapped between worlds, searching for what? I don't even know. All that's left is this hollow ache. It's like I'm disappearing slowly, fading into the same darkness that's swallowing everything around me. Maybe I deserve this. Maybe this place is where I belong. Lost, forgotten, punished for something I can't even remember. Every time I think I'm close to understanding, it slips away, like smoke through my fingers, leaving me empty and alone. Always alone. Why do I keep coming back? Crawling through the dark, drawn like a moth to the flame of memories that burn me over and over again. It's all pointless. I keep reliving mistakes I don't even understand, drowning in a guilt I can't escape, trying to chase a fate that's already sealed, trying to find answers that will never come. I'm just so tired. Tired of pretending I can save anyone. Tired of reaching out for a hand that's never there. Maybe it's time to give in. To let the darkness consume what's left of me. So I can finally stop feeling this unbearable emptiness.
Song